Hello, governors! With Pokemon Day on its way, there will be a new Pokemon Presents, and many are wondering what will be shown. Remastered side games? Emulation of previous Pokemon games with a new Game Boy and Game Boy Advance emulator? A new Pokepark game? Okay, that one was a joke, but it might happen. Anyway, the one thing that would most likely be shown, hopefully, are Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. There are many expectations for this, and with how good Scarlet and Violet's story is, I have high hopes for this one. But there are some particular things that I want to see in this expansion, so here are my top 5 things I want in a Scarlet and Violet DLC. Also, there might be potential spoilers for the game, just a quick warning. This one is probably the most likely, but I want more Paradox Pokemon. With the small array of Pokemon from the past or future, there is potential to see more kinds. As a Violet owner and super fan of anything sci-fi, I mainly want to see more robotic Pokemon. But seeing more prehistoric Pokemon is also cool too. A lot of fans have been making their own Paradox Pokemon through artwork, and they all look amazing. And hopefully, they use more underused or weaker Pokemon to give them more representation. Or just make the original look even more pathetic. Who knows? But I would definitely want a Paradox form for Luxray. The potential is high. As someone who is a fan of RPGs, I love playing the side quests. So for me, I want more side quests in the DLC. I'm a huge completionist, so I want to complete every form of questing in a game. And when the Crown Tundra was released, they made it so that there were multiple quests instead of one. By having more variety, it will make the expansion a lot more fun to play, as long as it isn't as infuriating as the Swords of Justice quest. But yeah, I would like to see more stories added for any old or new legendary Pokemon that feels more like an adventure. And considering how good the main stories were, I think this one is very likely. Three words. New tutor moves. Now, despite me not liking the Isle of Armor too much, one thing that was good were the new tutor moves that they added. A lot of moves they added were really good and competitive too. Grassy Glide giving you +1 priority while in grassy terrain, Triple Axle dealing more damage after each consecutive hit, and Burning Jealousy having the added bonus of burning an opponent with an increased stat. Overall, I would love to see more moves introduced. That way, it changes up the meta of competitive while also bringing in new ways of using more Pokemon. This one is just a personal thing I want. I wouldn't be surprised if no one knew about this. I want Lady Clear to return. Another small thing I liked about the Isle of Armor was the introduction of the NPC known as Lady Clear. Her function is to reset EVs on a Pokemon of your choosing. The reason I want this character back is because I like to reset EVs on a Pokemon to either change their build or fix their EV spread. Fixing EVs has always been a problem for me since the only way to do so was using the Friendship Berries, which are very annoying to find in Scarlet and Violet. So having this or a similar feature will be helpful. Praise Lady Clear. This final spot is something I am sure many fans would want, and would be happy if it came true. A follow-up to the historical events of Paldea. There are many things to consider about this edition. We need more information about Heath. We need to know more about Area Zero and its creation. We need to know more about the Paradox Pokemon. And to add to that, I would love to see the opposing professor to appear in the DLC or have a follow-up on the aftermath of the professor's death. If they do a revival, that would be awesome. They need to give my guy Arven something good in his life. There are many ways this could go, so I cannot wait to see how this unfolds. So those are the things I want to see in a potential DLC. Let me know what you guys think, and what other features do you want to be brought in. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio, everyone.